Your tenure was very disappointing. The worst CJN ever. Retiring Justice Ariwoola told. Who tell us this kind of thing? I'm telling you, for the singular thing of, securing victory for Tinubu, because of, for some reasons, I'm telling you, he will never, nobody will forgive him for that. So now, the Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, Huriwa, has described the tenure of retiring Chief Justice of Nigeria, Honorable Justice Ariwoola, as disappointing. The group says there's nothing the ordinary Nigerian will remember about his tenure at the helm of Nigeria's justice system. According to the group, his tenure was marked with nepotism, corruption, and blatant disregard for the principles of fairness and justice. They said his tenure left the judiciary in disarray, significantly tarnishing its credibility. So one of the most troubling aspects of his time in office was the introduction of nepotistic practices in the appointment of judges, Huriwa said in a statement signed by Emmanuel Ongubiko, his national coordinator. So the association highlighted the appointment of Justice Ariwoola's brother, Adebayo Lateef Ariwoola, as the head of the audit department at the National Judicial Council, a role that directly answers to the Chief Justice, who is also the chairman of the NJC. This situation, the group argued, presents a clear conflict of interest and raises serious questions about the integrity of the NJC's financial operations. So beyond this, the association condemned Justice Ariwoola's involvement in securing a judicial appointment for his son, Oluka Ariwoola Jr., as a judge of the Federal High Court. Can you imagine? This move, which was met with widespread public outcry, exemplifies the deeply entrenched culture of nepotism that has taken root under Justice Ariwoola's leadership, it added. I tell you. So Justice Ariwoola's actions have set a dangerous precedent, encouraging similar behavior among other judicial leaders. Can you imagine? So what we're seeing here is that Justice Ariwoola retiring, Huriwa has told him two major things. One, he secured a position for his brother in the Nigerian Judicial Council. And secondly, he secured a position for his son as a judge of the Federal High Court. So they're saying that his position has, or his tenure has been greeted with widespread nepotism, which has been the worst ever in the history of Nigeria. So for instance, the Chief Judge of Abuja, Justice Hussaini Baba Yusuf, following in Justice Ariwoola's footsteps, appointed his daughter, Mariam Baba Yusuf, on the bench as a judge of the Abuja High Court, and allegedly included the daughters of influential politicians, former governors, and ministers among the newly appointed judges. So the implication of these actions are there for the Nigerian judiciary. A federal court judge recently remarked that in Nigeria, it is nearly impossible to become a federal high court judge without connections to powerful individuals. This underscored the extent to which corruption has polluted the judicial appointments and appointment process, Huriwa further alleged. I'm telling you. I didn't even know these ones that he appointed his brother for a key position in the Nigerian Judicial Council, and also appointed his son as a member of the judges of Federal High Court in Abuja. Okay, so, and the Abuja Chief Judge has also followed the same footstep, which is very terrible. We know that, this guy being there, it was very nepotistic. But again, how can you take nepotism out of Nigerian system? Because even when Buhari was there, it was the same thing. So it's a very bad precedent that has been set by previous leaders that they will be doing things with impunity as if nothing will happen. Nigeria is their own. All right. And somebody saying, I do not expect to read reasonable comments from this tribal bigot who will never see anything good from any Nigerian except their kinsmen. Tell me what is wrong if the former CJN's son succeeds him if he is accordingly qualified. Are there no countries in the world where children succeed their fathers as president? Is that how it's supposed to be? Are their children most qualified? Then don't you understand the principle of conflict of interest? What are you talking? All these people that are just talking now. If you understand the principle of conflict of interest, you will not say what you're saying. And somebody say you are the main tribal bigot for commenting without knowing the meaning and implication of nepotism. So Yorubas are too tribalistic. That's what I'm saying. Suppose the son is not qualified. Yes. So how do you know? So the only tribal bigot here is you by your own statement. They don't start. Don't reward this bigot with another response. Okay? They wanted power, they stole it, and do not know what to do with it. They're giving it to them. Those he knows what amounts to conflict. Does he know what amounts to conflict of interest? A product of nepotism, of course. This is a matter of complete conflict of interest, frankly speaking. It's a matter of conflict of interest. Tribalist. The man was a useless criminal, very shameless destroyer, corruption, and can you imagine? They don't enter them. They don't enter them, I'm telling you. And obviously, what of the Jagabanized Supreme Court judgment that INECized Nigeria into today's hunger, poverty, and starvation? Please, it is good riddance to corrupt rubbish. So those people he appointed, are they not qualified? Because they are related, he should not appoint them, Abi. Can you imagine this one? Nigeria, I pity this country, I'm telling you. I don't know where we're heading to, I pity this country. That even the people who do not even understand the principle of conflict of interest are still supporting all these things. And if you go now and say, let's go and open that position for everybody, you'll be surprised that there are qualified people there that they have to push back because of tribal sentiment and nepotism. I'm telling you. It don't be Nigeria. You'll be surprised that there are people who are supposed to be there, but don't know, who have been there by rank and by experience and by years of experience and everything. But they will not put them because they don't know anybody. I'm telling you. Quite unfortunate. So I will not be surprised if nepotism, according to Huriwa, is what played out. I will not be surprised. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comments.